Hi all, welcome back. It's Fleur from Fleurs by Design back with a Friday inspiration with Joy today. And today we are taking our inspiration from mixed media. And I have to say I am not a big mixed media person at all. In fact, I've probably done it maybe once or twice, tried a new technique, something like that in a class. I did buy the watercolor. I love Amy Tangerine and her writing, so I was thinking I would love to try to do it. So I bought the watercolor palette from Scrapbook Nerd, and I also bought this is the Tim Holtz Fine Detailer water pen. So you just add water to the barrel and then you can squeeze it and water comes out on the brush. So this is what I've seen Amy Tangerine use. I've never done this before, so this is going to be a first for me, but I'm going to try and add some mixed media to a scrapbook layout. I'm also using the new Amy Tangerine collection today. Okay, so I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to just try and maybe do a letter first. So I've got my brush filled with water. I'm going to give it a squeeze to get some water out. There we go. And I'm just going to take, let's just try a rainbow or something. So I'm just going to take okay, and then the way I've seen it is you just kind of, you know, use your handwriting. So I'm going to do an R for rainbow. Maybe make it a little bit redder. There we go. I'm not even a good writer, so this is going to be pretty painful. So let's try rain. Bow. Now I did also get this paintbrush, which is a number 2 round, which is also another one that I've heard that you can use. So I'm just going to take my mister, add some water to another one of these. Come on, I know there's water in there. And let's try a different color. So let's try maybe a pink. And I'm just going to see, I think I need a little bit more water. Like I said, this is my first time trying this, so I'm not really sure. Okay, it doesn't want to come out that way. I'll just pour a little bit in. Oops, way too much. But let's just do that in. Okay, so this number 2 round, I'm just going to see, maybe spell my name. So this is definitely a lot finer. You can see that it's not as thick as the it's definitely tricky. You'll definitely have to get used to doing that. Writing with a brush is definitely a lot different than writing with a pen or anything like that. But I think if you kept practicing, it would end up being pretty easy. The other thing I was thinking I could do with the watercolors is just making maybe flowers or something like that. Something simple for me to start out with, because like I said, I'm definitely new to this. So I was thinking maybe I could do some simple flowers as a background, or even just create a watercolor background. I've seen a couple of different ways using, here, let's just take a piece of this. I've also seen this done a lot, so you take your watercolor onto like a plastic piece of paper and then smush it around. So it makes a really cool kind of background effect. So I might even do something like that, but I'm going to keep playing around, getting used to these watercolors, and then I'll be back to show you how I do my layout, adding mixed media to it. Okay, so I found in the 12 by 12 collection that Amy Tangerine, this is, I'm not sure what this collection is called, Better Together. This is the 12 by 12 paper pad, and I found this really cool arrow paper, and it's black and white, and I thought it would be kind of cool to maybe fill it in with some color. So I'm just going to take my brush And what I'm going to do is just randomly fill in the arrows with some color. So that's a great way that you can use your watercolors or even paints or markers. Just find some nice black and white paper like this one, and then just fill in with all different colors. And I think what I'll do is just go with some blues for this one. So I'll do a couple different shades of the blues. So this is like a royal blue here. So let's do this. Oh, look at that. That's a nice color. So we're just going to fill in the arrows with the watercolors. And then I think I'll use this paper as the background paper for my layout. Once I have some of the colors filled in, let's go a little bit lighter. Let's squeeze a little bit of water in there. This color palette has like 3 or 4 different color blues in it. So I'm just going to use all the blues for now first, and then I haven't actually picked a photo yet because I figured since it was mixed media, I would focus more on the mixed media part than the photos, which normally that's what kind of drives my layouts, is the photos first, and then I pick papers and go from there. So this time I am going to be using the paper first and picking my photo from that. So I'll look through my photos and see if I have anything that's got, it'll probably be of one of my boys, since this is kind of more of a graphic kind of boy paper, and then see if I can find something that goes with it. So I'm just going to keep going with coloring in this really fun paper with my watercolors, and I'll be back to show you how it looks when I'm all done. So as I was painting the blue, I thought I better go find a photo, and I found a photo of my son in his musical theater costume, and he's supposed to be a hipster. So he's wearing burgundy pants and a navy blue shirt. And so I thought what I would do is make the gradient go from blue to purple. So that's what I've done with the arrows. I've kind of gone from a dark blue to a light blue, and then a light pink to a darker kind of burgundy pink. Then I went through the collection and kind of pulled out anything that was blue or had some of the pinky purple colors in it. So these are all just journaling cards, and I'm going to use them to layer underneath the photo. And then I'm also going to use I have the little phrase stamp that I got with it. So I'm going to somehow, because stamping I know is part of the mixed media, I'm actually going to use this somehow in this layout. I might just stamp it a bunch of times to give it a little bit of texture on one of the journaling cards, or we'll see. I'll figure something out to do with this stamp. So the phrases on the stamp are family, friends, remember this, P.S. I love you, thanks, love this, that's a good story, happy mail, you and me equals we, today, my favorite, and these are the days. So I'm going to use this on the layout as well. And I also have, which I don't know if I'll get to use, but I have the rub-on pens. So this is the Donuts and the XOXO. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to use those. I'm hoping I can use those, and maybe even add the little XO maybe or something from this. This is the rubber shapes. So I think I'm going to try and add something like that. So I'll be back to show you how I start the layering and how I can maybe do some stamping when I come back. Okay, so for this journaling card, I took the phrase stamp that comes with the Better Together collection, and I stamped all the words kind of on there. Remember this, P.S. I love you, love this, and then I watercolored it with the purple, and I'm just going to use that as another layer underneath, maybe right there. So I'm just going to layer some blues and purples there, and then I'm going to add this, love this dude. The arrow's pointing up, so I need to use it down at the bottom somewhere. I would have preferred to put it up here, but since it's got the arrow pointing up, we're going to put it there. And then I'm going to do my journaling down that side there. and I'm going to call that done. I find with the mixed media I don't like it to be too busy as a layout. Normally I add lots of embellishments and layers, but I think with this layout I'm just going to call it done and just focus on the colored background that I made and some layers, and I'll come back and show you exactly how it all ended up in just a minute. Okay, so here's the finished layout. I've added some layers behind the photo. I did add some of the puffy stickers. These puffy stickers are so cute from the collection. I love them. So I added the arrow, the call me since he's on the phone, and then the glasses since he's wearing glasses in the picture. And just a little journaling blurb about what was going on. And then I just took a black pen and kind of just to make it pop out a little bit more, just added some lines around all the journaling cards and stuff. So there we go. I'm going to call it done, and I will take some pictures and put them online. If you're more interested, you can go to my blog and see that. And thank you for stopping by for another Inspiration Friday. Don't forget to check out Joy's take on inspiration from mixed media. She's awesome at doing, she does a lot of mixed media, so she does a lot of canvas and that kind of thing, so I'm sure her inspiration is going to be awesome. And don't forget to leave a comment below if you'd like to see anything specific for my next video. And I will see you soon. Thanks very much. Bye.